Hello and welcome. Today we are going to talk about one of the very beautiful and ornamental plants, which is the bamboo plant. Apart from adding decor to your home, it is also considered to be a very auspicious and lucky plant as per Feng Shui and Vastu. So let's talk about its care. This was a plant which was gifted to me by one of my friends, and it has been staying in his vase for almost 6 months or so, and you can see that the leaves have started turning yellow, and it is not gaining a lot of height or looking healthy. So I'm thinking of changing its board a little and see if it can do better. From my personal experience, I think it is not right for the bamboo plant to live in just water like this as it comes from the shop, and in this ways I also think that it is not getting proper space to grow, and I have a very high doubt that this plant has developed root balls. So I'll show you another version of a bamboo plant that I have. So this plant is almost 1.5 years old that I bought from the shop, and since the time it has come to my home, I have switched its pot at least twice because it has been growing so ferociously. So in 1.5 years you can see the height of the plant. I really love the way it is lush and green and beautiful and healthy. The leaf tips that you see a little bit brown is because of the exposure to sun. The plant is pretty much a indoor plant. It likes bright light, but doesn't quite like the direct sunlight. But the spot that it is in my house gets a little bit of sun, so that's where you can see the tips browning. The only thing I noticed was that I have been putting this plant in soil ever since it came, and you can see the foliage. It's really healthy. The leaf tips, as you see and I told you, is because of the sun exposure. Other than that, this plant has been doing really well. Unfortunately, I don't have a space in my house where I can keep this plant in. It doesn't get a slight shade of sunlight, so I'm still looking for moving some furniture and trying to keep it in some place where it doesn't get the sunlight, but only the indirect sunlight, and I'm sorry, not the direct sunlight. So my observation is, since I kept this plant in soil, it is getting all its required nutrients from the soil, and I think there is a reason why the plants are supposed to be planted in soil and get the proper nutrition instead of just being floating in water. So what I'm gonna do with this little baby is I'm gonna chop off the sad looking leaves now, and I'm trying to repot it, and this time I'll be putting it in soil. So after 6 months of patiently waiting for this plant to grow and not die, I think I should give it a new home, just like my other plant, which is doing pretty well in soil. So I'll be repotting it, pretty much taking it out of its water. But before that, I'll be giving its root a little bit of treatment. For that, I have taken fresh water, and in that I'm gonna add some cinnamon powder. I saw it on YouTube. They said that it's gonna help the roots, so I'm just adding a little dab of the cinnamon, mix it in water, and then I'll soak my plant roots in this water for almost 2 hours. So I'm taking out my plant from this pot, and as you can see, I was right, it has developed root ball, and this is not right for the plant. I think this is one of the reasons why the leaves were turning yellow, and I should have done it pretty early than I'm doing right now. Well, anyways, better late than never. So I'm putting the plant to soak for 2 hours. Now after 2 hours, I have taken a pot and filled it with potting mix. I have made sure that there is a drainage hole, and which is a little bit covered by pebbles, and then I'm making a hole in the soil. This is a normal potting mix. I think this is the orchid mix that I got, and I'm just putting the plant in there. At least it would get some soil and some nutrition from the soil that it's supposed to get, instead of just keep floating in water and developing a root ball. So I'll just arrange the soil a little around it and put my plant in there. So as you can see, it has been planted properly, and now I'll water the soil. So I'm just adding a little drizzle of water all around the soil. I'll try to make the soil damp because it likes its roots to be soaked in water. So there you see my plant is properly potted in the new pot, and I think it's almost already looking a little bit happy. I think I'm getting paranoid, but still. I think it's a little happy now. So, and there is its big brother, and there's the little brother. So I hope it also develops like its big brother. So that was it for this video, my friends, and do let me know how you like it, and if you like the video, please consider subscribing. Thanks.